Hey, yeah, I hear you.
Okay, good.
Too low?
We're good. Perfect.
Hey, yeah, I hear you.
Can you hear us?
Too low?
Can you see us?
They're like dumbing down.
I guess she can see us, right?
It's exactly what you should be.
No, that's just our court. I'm gonna put it over here.
Okay. A video.
Hey, yes, I can see and hear you.
First up.
And Mr. Mulder is ready on his, Mr. Caver.
All right, court calls, cause number CR 21-380, CR 22-89, and CR 23-137, State versus Carl Claude Caper Jr. Show that we are set for docket call today, Mr. Mulder.
Yes, sir. Mr. Cabert, I would like to set his cases for jury trial.
Jury trial, okay. Has the state extended any offers? If so, what were they? And so that I can know the rejection on the record.
Well, I don't know that there was anything written down in the file, but the last thing I talked about with them was 15 years. But I don't know if that's been withdrawn already or not. Would have to ask the prosecutor when it is.
Your Honor, that is the current offer is 15.
Okay.
And is that on all three cases or just on the bail jumping and
That would it would be to wrap them all up concurrently. However we worked out, which one went, or 1245, or all three of them, but concurrent. Any way we worked it out would be 15 concurrent.
well, I guess I would be unsure whether it's aggravated or unaggravated. Because one's ag, two aren't.
I guess it would be for aggravated with the aggravated assault.
All right, so that's what Mr. Caper is rejecting today.
Yes, sir.
And he understands that the court's not going to entertain plea negotiating or plea bargain after today's date. Once we set for jury trial, the only resolutions are back jury trial, bench trial, or plea.
So I missed that last part. Jury trial, bench trial,
Or an open plea.
or an open plea.
Yes, sir. That means,
No, it's different trial. Okay, crank it up. He'd like to set up a trial.
all right, court will set this for jury selection on January 8th, 2024. And Mr. Mulder, you know perhaps that this is going to be placed on the court's rolling trial docket, meaning that we're not going to be number one on January 8th, but it's going to enter into the court's rolling trial docket. And as cases are resolved and tried and moved up, in this case, we'll move to the top. Once it gets in the top 10, we'll notify you.
Okay. All right. I was going to say, I'm already spoken for January 16th in Smith County on a murder case.
Yeah, no, so you won't be needed on, we're setting on January 8th.
Okay.
But you're not going to be needed because this case will not be set for trial that day. We're just placing them on the docket that day.
Okay, very good. All right. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
All right, so I'll need your signature here.
Let's see.
All right.
Is this Mr. Mitt?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, court calls cause number CR 23-114, CR 23-229, State versus John Raymond Mitts. I show we're set for docket call on the assault, family violence, and I show that we're set for arraignment on the continuous violence against the family. Do you know if that's the case, Mr. Castle?
That's my understanding, Your Honor. I guess based on the new indictment and the continuous, which I think the first indictment would be an element of it. I kind of assumed that the new indictment would consume the prior indictment moving forward.
State want to respond to that? So I haven't had an opportunity to review any indictments.
And Your Honor, if the court would give me just a few minutes, I'm not overly familiar with this case.
Okay, good.
Well, he's reviewing that, Your Honor. We did prepare a waiver of arraignment on the new indictment that we have here.
Well, let's just go ahead and arraign Do you have a copy of the indictment with you, or has he already gone over it? He's familiar with it?
He's received a copy of it, Your Honor, and I have as well.
Okay. His name's spelled correctly. He understands what he's charged with,
Yes, Your Honor.
and he wants to enter his plea of what into the record.
Not guilty, Your Honor.
All right, we'll find that Mr. Mitz has waived the formal requirements of arraignment. His name is spelled correctly in the indictment. He understands what he's charged with. The court will enter his plea of not guilty into the record. Do you want me to set this case along with the other case? I'll set the continuous for pretrial and the other one for Dr. Call. We'll just run them at the same time.
I guess it depends on the date, Your Honor. I would ask, I'm currently set for a pretty old aggravated sexual assault of a child case on January 8th in Smith County. If the court could do it on the 18th, January 18th, I think that's another court date.
Yeah, that January 8th is for a trial week, so that.
Okay.
So if you want the 18th, I can accommodate that. Court
Thank
set minutes for docket call and CR 23-114, January 18th, and sets the continuous violence against the family for pretrial hearing on January 18th, both at 1:30. If he makes bail, in his case becomes same day at 9 a.m.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, fill out that notice of appearance, get him his copy, and we are adjourned in this case.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Castle.
Ready?
Who did you say?
Mr. Brian Smith.
All right, this is cause number CR 15-123, State versus Katie Lynn Wiggins. So it's Wiggins is set on a motion to revoke.
That's correct, Judge, and we actually filed a motion to set bail. And we're asking for a hearing on that today. State's not opposed to a hearing. That's my
Correct, Your Honor. State's unopposed to the hearing, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, do you want to call your client for purposes of the request for bail reduction?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Wiggins, if you'll raise your right hand, I'm going to place you under oath. Ma'am, do you swear that the testimony you give to the court today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, you lower your hand. Make sure you speak up loudly and clearly. Go ahead, Mr. Smith.
Thank you, Judge. Would you state your name to the court, please?
Caitlin Wiggins.
Okay, and Ms. Wiggins, you're the same person who was placed on probation back on January 24th of 2019 for this offense of burglary of habitation. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you were sentenced to 10 years, probated for 7 years. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you're also the same person before this court on the motion to revoke that you were arrested for in November.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, Ms. Wiggins, no bail is set in this matter.
Right.
And we're here before the court asking that the court set a bond and actually set a personal bond in this particular case. Is that correct?
Sir.
Now, Ms. Wiggins, you have been on probation for some number of years, as well as pretrial release for about 3 or 4 years prior to that. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever failed to report to the probation department during that time?
No, sir.
Okay. Ms. Wiggins, with regard to when you were arrested on this motion to revoke, you were actually arrested at the courthouse as you were finishing paying off the remainder of your fines and court costs.
Yes, sir.
And your supervision fees are actually now paid ahead. Is that correct?
3 months ahead.
Okay. Now you understand there's some allegations of drug usage in this motion to revoke. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ms. Wiggins, who you live with,
My mother, Jerry Harden,
and your mom is 82. Is that correct?
she's turned 82.
Okay. And she's the one who retained me to represent you in this case.
Yes, sir.
And is it your understanding that she essentially needs you to help her with her daily activities?
Yes.
What do you do for her?
Everything,
You have to speak up.
the banking, breakfast, lunch, dinner, all the housework, all the groceries. I'm over all the finances, all the bills, everything since my father passed away.
And she's been in continuous contact with me since you've been in the jail. Is that correct? Let's talk specifically about your health. You have experienced some dramatically increased blood pressure readings since you've been in the jail. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
The highest of which was 180 over 114. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And throughout this last week, you had readings of 138 over 93. Correct?
Yes, sir.
150 over 100. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And then Friday it went to 160 over 110.
Yes, sir.
And then just Sunday, about 2 o'clock in the morning, you had a 179 over 139.
Yes, sir.
Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
They've actually brought in an EKG for you to try and see what's going on.
Yes.
And they've been trying to medicate this with losartan, is that correct?
Losartan,
Okay, as well as some non-narcotic pain medication.
tramadol, and gabapentin for the pain and nerve pain.
Okay. And so you're at stroke level blood pressure readings, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And if the court grants you a personal bond in this case, your first trip is going to be to the hospital.
To the hospital.
Okay. And with regard to some of the other issues in this case, you understand I've been in contact with some facilities regarding these allegations of drug use. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
But you were without health insurance.
I am.
And obviously that's something that we're working on separate and apart from you're in jail, you can't get health insurance, right?
My mom she's tried, but she's doesn't know what to say or how to talk to him. And
I understand.
so
I understand. I'll pass away, sir.
State has no questions. Sorry, Your Honor. State has no questions.
Okay. Anything further, Mr. Schmidt?
No further witnesses, Judge. I just ask that you consider setting a bond in this case and potentially a personal bond. I think these blood pressure readings are certainly sky high and have been for some time since I've been up here to visit her at the jail on multiple occasions. I don't think she's any flight risk. She's all paid up and paid ahead. She's reported in this county in one way or another for approximately 8 years. She's not going anywhere. But I think these issues, could be better addressed on the outside of the jail. And so we'd ask for a personal bond in this matter.
Thank you, sir. Mr. State.
Your Honor, state takes no position.
All right, of course, going to take the evidence and argument under advisement and I'll issue a ruling at the end of the day.
Thank you, Judge. And did you say that?
Say again.
I'm sorry, did you say at the end of the day or you want to say wait?
At the end of the day, yeah, at the end of the docket, after I go through all the docket, hear all the cases, and I'll sit back and I'll review her file, all these good things. We need to go ahead and reset her for the contested docket on January 30th at 1:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. Might be excused and just I'll receive that ruling, or do you want me to stick around?
No, you could go ahead. It'll be when the docket's over. I got to do all that kind of stuff.
No problem.
I'll have Ms. Tabraham email that out to you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Make sure you have a seat. Here you go.
Mr. Lowe, let's see here.
This is Mr. Danforth, Your Honor.
Oh, I know Mr. Danforth. We both kind of came up together.
All right.
Me in the DA's office and him not. CR 23-159 State versus Jamie Joseph Danforth for arraignment. Have you had an opportunity to see the indictment in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
It's,
Go ahead. If you're ready for arraignment, go ahead.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. At this time, I will tell you that his name is spelled correctly on the document, JAMIGANFORTH. And I've gone over the charges with him. This time, Your Honor, will enter a plea of not guilty as he does understand the charges contained in the indictment.
All right, court will find Mr. Danforth has waived the formal requirements of arraignment. His name is spelled correctly in the indictment. He understands what he's charged with and the range of punishment. Court will enter his plea of not guilty into the record. We'll set this matter for a pretrial hearing. I've got a few dates in January, Mr. Lowe. I've got January 4th, 16th, or 18th.
I've got to be here on the 4th anyway, Your Honor.
4th, okay. Does that give you feel like that gives you enough time to receive the discovery and file any pre-trial motions 7 days prior to that? That's going to be the end of this month.
Yeah, that's, we are coming at the end of the year, so I guess the latest date in January would be best then, Your Honor, right? You just said 18th?
Yes, sir, the 18th.
18th or
Okay. All right. Court sets Mr. Danforth pre-trial hearing on January 18th. That'll be at 1:30.
thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Well, I need to file something, so that's okay. This is Christmas coming. Anyway, that's all I have here on this case.
Thank you, Mr. Lowe. Do we have anyone else that's ready?
Are you ready?
I'm ready, sir.
Is Mr. Fratter on? You want to do that one first, or you want to do Mr. Richards?
Bradford's okay. If Mr. White's ready.
I'm ready.
Let's go.
All right, Mr. Frederick, can you see and hear me okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, this is cause number 2. CR 22-130, CR 22-131, State versus Shayna Sapien Doby. The court has considered the motion to withdraw counsel by Mr. Mark Fratter. Court is also inquired into the indigency of Ms. Doby, finds her to be indigent at this time for the appointment of counsel. Court has already granted the motion to withdraw Mr. Fratter and has appointed the Honorable Nolan White to represent Ms. Doby in each one of these cases. Before we set this for our next hearing, Mr. White, Mr. Fratter, I wanted to find out when you will be able to supply Mr. White with your case file and the work that you've done for Ms. Doby on this case.
Your Honor, I can get it to him within 7 days.
Can you do it by the end of this week so that he can work on the holidays? Maybe by
Sure.
5 o'clock on Friday?
Sure, not a problem.
All right, court's going to order Mr. Fratter to produce Ms. Doby's file to Mr. White here in Van Zandt County no later than 5 p.m. on Friday of this week. I believe, what's the date on that? Is that the 16th?
I think it's the 15th.
15th. So if you'll do that, Mr. Fratter, then that will give Mr. White the ability to get going on Ms. Doby's case faster rather than later. Okay?
Absolutely. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mr. White, anything further that you need from Mr. Fratter in this case?
Just the case file, Your Honor. I'll review it, make sure we got everything in there.
Okay. All right, Mr. Fratter, if you'll just make sure that you review that case file, that it includes everything in the discovery, everything you've done in the DA's office, all your communications with this Doby, contracts, whatever, all that, and get it to Mr. White.
Okay, will do, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Mr. Fratter.
All right, thank you.
All right, you're free to go. Mr. White, do you want, how much time? You want me to set this for a pretrial hearing? Give you an opportunity to receive that discovery from Mr. Fratter and review it for yourself?
Yes, so that'll be fine. Or I can, if I needed an additional pretrial, if the state doesn't have a problem with it, I know you know that I'm not shy about asking for another date if I need one.
Yeah, I think I'd like to just go ahead and set this for pretrial, allow you to.
That'll be good, Your Honor. We can do that.
Let's look in February. Obviously, if y'all get something worked out sooner than that, you can notify the court. But let's look in February. That'll give you some time to get the discovery, review it, all your motions. I've got February 1st, 13th, or 15th.
The 13th, Your Honor.
13th. All right, court is setting Ms. Dobie for pretrial hearing on February 13th. Will be at 1:30. The court is noting for the record that I'm allowing Ms. Dobie to move off of the jury selection docket into a docket call to back to pretrial as a courtesy to Mr. White as due counsel. All right, Ms. Dobie, we'll see you on February 13th. If you need a hearing before that, Mr. White, just let us know.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. All right, this is cause number CR 23-221, State versus Jonathan Lee Lyons. And I'll take for separate arraignment.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. Doug Lowe on behalf of Mr. Lyons.
Yeah, go ahead.
Your Honor, I will tell the court that his name spells correctly, Jonatham Lee, Lee, and Lyons, Lyons. And he's gone over the indictment and he understands what he's charged with. And at this time, waive formal arraignment and enter plea not guilty. But I would point out to the court that on the face of the indictment, it says it is a third-degree felony. Actually, this charge is a second degree. They got it enhanced to a first on the face of the indictment. Just for, and I know that's not a defect indictment but it is an incorrect charge.
Thanks, sir. Okay, court finds that Mr. Lyons has waived the formal requirements of arraignment. His name is spelled correctly. He does understand what he's charged with. The court enters his plea of not guilty into the record, sets this matter for pretrial hearing.
18th would be good for me, Your Honor, that's available.
18th, okay. All right, court sets Mr. Lyons for pretrial hearing on January 18th at 9 a.m. or I'm sorry, at 1:30.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk.
Sir.
Mr. Schmidt, are you ready?
Judge, I'm ready on all mine.
Okay. You want to just go in order?
Yes, sir, that's fine.
All right. Brandon Creel, CR 23-158. For pretrial.
Judge, we don't have any contested pretrial as per docket call setting.
All right, court sets Mr. Creel for docket call.
January 16th.
16th, okay.
Sir.
Court sets January 16th at 1:30.
You got it.
David Paul Dixon, CR 22-269, CR 23-177, CR 23-178 for pretrial.
Judge, on the CR 22-269, that's a MTA or MTR. On the other two, we have no contested. We'd ask that those be separate docket call and carried with the MTA to that January 16th docket.
All right, court sets Mr. Dixon for docket call January 16th. And we'll carry the motion to revoke and adjudicate same date.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Robert Wayne Glass, CR 23-60.
I believe Mr. Glass is in TDC custody. I don't believe he's here right now.
The state wants to let me know if they were gonna continue prosecution.
Mr. Hernandez, do you have any information on Robert Wayne Glass? I think he's been confirmed in the custody of the Texas Department of Corrections. I think that Ms. Abraham had inquired as to whether or not we needed a bench warrant or if there was going to be a desire for further prosecution of him.
And Your Honor, it was my understanding from a brief conversation with Mr. Hartwell that we had asked for that. I just don't know if it was ever reduced to writing. I think it may have just been a conversation, but the fact of the matter is, I don't think it was ever accomplished.
The request for a bench warrant?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so the state does want to continue its charges and bring them back from TDC and prosecute him?
At least from what I understand at this time, yes, that was my understanding.
Okay. All right, then we'll do a bench warrant for Mr. Glass and try to bring him back. Try to get him back by January 16th. We'll see. I don't know if that's enough time, but we're gonna try. All right. James Wright, CR 21308. All right, Mr. Wright, set on motion to revoke.
That's correct, Judge. Met with the state yesterday on Mr. Wright's case. At this point in time, I don't believe that we have all the information that we need to move forward. I think we might as well set Mr. Wright on that January 30th contested docket.
Okay, court says Mr. Wright for this hearing January 30th at 1:30.
Thanks, sir. All right.
Are you ready? Do you have a, oh, we have an interpreter 215, Mr. Sosa. Let me see if by chance they're here. No, not yet. So I guess I'll recall that one 215.
Your Honor, on page 6, Taylor Ryan Scott, Mr. Hartwell requested a bench warrant on him yesterday. In checking with Kaufman County, he has already been sent to TDC on their charge.
Okay, so we'll have to issue a new bench warrant to TDC.
Yes, Your Honor, if they want to continue prosecution on it.
All right, Mr. Harwell, you wanting to continue prosecution on Mr. Taylor Ryan Scott?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Yes, let's set him for status on bench warrant custody. And let's reset him for. Let's do January 18th. All right, and what about Mr. Copeland? Did we get word to Mr. Copeland on Mr. Adams?
Yes, sir. And he signed his reset notice for January the 4th. And that'll be for a plea.
January 4th. This is, for the record, cause number CR 23-93, State versus Rusty Wayne Copeland. Mr. Mitch Adams, attorney for Mr. Copeland, follow motion continuance. He's in trial, I believe, in Smith County. Is that correct, Mr. Smith?
I believe.
Okay. Wherever he's at, he's in trial and was unable to be here to conduct the plea agreement. So court is resetting Mr. Copeland to January 4th and granting the defendant's motion for continuance. And I see that we have a writ on Ronald Jack Edwards. That's not the one I signed earlier today, is it? It is.
Yes, sir.
So that one's,
Yes, sir.
the state agreed to that one.
Yes, sir. Ms. Curry signed it.
Just in recess, wait for the interpreter. As soon as I'll be watching for that, as soon as the interpreter gets here, we'll get set up and get Mr. Josue Sosa done.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you what, did we get any more information on Mr. Sibley?
Yes, sir, but he's presently 17, so he cannot come in here until the room is empty. According to Bossier Parish, that arrest warrant was when he was 15, and they said that's the difference in the height and weight.
So when he was 15, he was 4'7" and 60 pounds, and 2 years later, he's 6 foot 185.
That's what they're telling you.
Wow. Okay. Shall we have it, Roseville? Good afternoon, Maria. How are you? So far, so good. That's what we like to hear. All right, while we're waiting on Mr. Sosa, let me go ahead and have you raise your right hand and state your name and your license number. I'll swear you. All right, ma'am, do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will make a true translation of the statements of the court, the questions of counsel, and the testimony to be given by the witness in the matter now on trial to the best of your skill and judgment? So help you God. Thank you, Maria. Yes, ma'am, go ahead.
Judge, what's up for Dr. Call? I think I made a similar announcement this morning, but we're engaged in additional negotiations with the state on behalf of Mr. Sosa. We'd ask that he be set for an additional docket call on that January 16th date. In addition, for Mr. Sosa's benefit, I intend to file a motion seeking a bond reduction. And when I do file that, I'll ask that the court set it on that January 4th docket. I anticipate, or at least I hope, that I'll have an agreement with the state by that time. And if not, we can proceed with the motion.
So set it for the 4th.
At this point, this actual case, we'll just ask that it be put on docket call January 16th. If I need to file a contested motion on bond, I'll ask Ms. Tabraham to set that on the floor.
All right, court sets Mr. Sosa for a final docket call on Tuesday, January 16th. That will be at 1:30. Or actually, let's set that for 2 p.m. 2 p.m. so that we can work with our interpreters, getting them set up for the regular, or right after the next time. All right, and Maria, can you ask Josue if he has any questions or issues that the court needs to address, or Mr. Schmidt needs to address? Great, thank you. All right, we'll see you back on January 16th. All right, Maria, short and sweet today.
That's it, Bill.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. Yes, ma'am. Have a Merry.
Bringing the extradition up now.
Okay, hey, listen, I don't have any of the paperwork on Mr. Sibley. Did you take that with you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, I don't have it, so I can't read it.